Trailblazers, gather round, here's the news that we found Fugue's in the spotlight, but not for a crown. With Beta 5's last dance, changes are here to stay. Will she still shine bright or fade away? Hey there Trailblazers, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into some spicy news from the Honkai Star Rail 2.7 beta. And when I say spicy, I'm talking flame DMG from the abyss levels of heat because our girl Fugue just got hit with some serious nerfs. If you're wondering how this impacts her playstyle and if she's still worth your precious Stellar Jades, then buckle up. We're going on a wild ride. And hey, if you're still on the fence about pulling Fugue or Ruan Mei, I've got a comparison video linked in the description for you. With that being said, let's jump right into it. Quick note before we continue. Beta 5 is the last testing phase, so any changes mentioned here are final and will be permanent. This means any changes made here are set in stone. No last-minute tweaks or adjustments for most of the cases. What we see now is what we'll get when Fugue officially drops in version 2.7. So yeah, these nerfs, they're not just a phase, they're permanent. Alright, let's start with Fugue's skill because wow, they really took out the nerf hammer on this one. Originally using her skill granted Phoxian Prayer to one ally and triggered her Torrid Scorch state for 3 turns. Now while it still lasts for 3 turns and reduces by 1 each time Fugue takes a turn, here's where it gets dicey. Before the update, the ally target with Phoxian Prayer got a 40% break effect boost. Now, it's dropped to 30%. Yep, they really took a chunk out of her support potential, but that's not all folks. The toughness reduction effect that allowed allies to break toughness even if the enemy wasn't weak to their type, that stayed the same, but it's clear the emphasis on her power is being toned down. Ouch. Trace 3 changes. Moving on to Trace 3, this was one of her unique perks that helped boost her team's break effect when enemies' weaknesses were broken. Before, teammates got an 8% break effect boost, and if Fugue's break effect was 250% or more, this bonus shot up by an extra 16%. Now the baseline boost is down to 6%, and the enhanced bonus triggers if her break effect is 220% or more, with an additional increase of 12%. Not gonna lie guys, even though the bonus trigger part of her base break effect got reduced to 220 from 250, but those break effects boost nerfs really hurt. This one hurts for those who loved playing her as the cornerstone of break-focused teams. Oh, and don't even get me started on her E6, even though I don't care, it's free to play, but some of you might. So here it is. It used to be this game changer where Phoxian Prayer affected all allies, while Fugue was in her Torrid Scorch state. Technically it still does, but the way they tweaked the language makes it sound a bit less potent. Plus, in practice, some beta testers are noticing it's just not hitting as hard. Mihoyo, why you do this? Light cone changes. If you're eyeing her signature light cone, brace yourself. The break DMG boost when an enemy is inflicted with the charring state was originally 20% to 30% depending on refinement. Now, it's been scaled back to 18% to 30%. I know it sounds small, but in tight battles, those percentage points can be the difference between winning and retrying. Before you completely despair, it's worth noting that not everything about Fugue got the nerf treatment. And hey, before we continue, I like to say, if you've stuck with me until now, I just want to say a huge thank you. Your support means the world. And if you're enjoying the content, a like would be amazing. And if you want more content like this, feel free to hit that subscribe button. It keeps me motivated to create even more videos for you all. With that being said, let's continue with the video. Let's start with her ultimate. Her ultimate still deals fire damage that ignores weakness types, maintaining its powerful AoE impact, and deals fire damage equal to 200% of Fugue's attack to all enemies. Her talent remains solid as well, with Cloud Flame Luster still doing its thing to chip away at enemy toughness and dish out extra weakness break damage. Basically, you can still break enemies twice in a row, and the second break is going to be a super break damage, although multiplier might be lower than HMC, but still it is super break damage. One thing you need to understand is that it's a one instance of 100% super break damage. Her technique and earlier traces like the action delay effect in Trace 1 and the initial skill point recovery from Trace 2 are still intact. And for my Wales friends, those who are going for Eidolons, here are the quick overview of Eidolons. E1. Ally target with Phoxian Prayer increases their weakness break efficiency by 50%. E2. When an enemy target's weakness gets broken, Fugue regenerates 3 energy. After using ultimate, advances the action of all allies by 24%. E3. Skill level increase by +2 and basic attack level increase by +1. E4. Ally target with Phoxian Prayer increases their break damage by 20%. E5. Ultimate level increase by +2. Talent level increase by +2. So, should you still pull for Fugue after these nerfs? If you're into break-focused strategies, she's still viable, but with tempered expectations. And remember, Ruan Mei might offer some compelling competition. Check out the video in the description for that head-to-head analysis. And hey, if you've stuck around this long, you're the real MVP. Smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know your thoughts on Fugue's nerfs in the comments. Stay sharp, Trailblazers, and until next time, keep your Stellar Jades safe. That's it. See you soon. Peace.
大球球冰了，二球球敲，三球球菜肴，四球球熬，五球球莫名死掉，六球球台，七球球闷着头挖坑，八球球奶奶。